Hiya, I'm in Castlerea, County Roscommon, and I'm here for one reason, and that's because one of you, a guy named Ian, got in touch with me and said there's a shop in this town with the name Robert Flynn over the door and you have to go in and have a look at it.
Ken is my name.
Ken, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Good. Ah. Did you buy that or is it?
Oh, that's all compliments to her. We said we were 90 years in league.
We do everything from violins to pianos to trumpets. There's what you call it, weed killer and all that kind of stuff, and fertilizer over there. What else have we here? With dishcloths.
And you have fish?
Fish we have. They're tropical now.
Okay.
They have to be heated and filtered. We have out the back cold water fish.
Do you?
We do, yeah.
Alright.
They're in an ordinary bath with a filter.
And do you sell them to eat or do you sell them to?
Oh, they're sold for decoration.
Oh, okay, right. You might show me them, will you?
I will. Follow me this way. Watch your step there. There's always a casualty. Now you come that side.
Oh, wow.
Common name is goldfish. I don't know, have they any? Usually, if you read Ireland's Own, he'll have a Latin name for them. And the back of the magazine.
What are they?
Well, pussy, how are ya? Yes.
She's starving, is she?
Not at all. Do you know what he does?
What?
He picks all the good bits he likes out of the food and leaves the rest. Now that's the beekeeping equipment.
Is there much beekeeping going on?
There seems to be a lot because Tom Flynn does send out stuff all over the country.
This is an awful quinger, this cat.
That's me because I'm spoiled.
Look at that.
I know, I fed you. Oh, Mr. Cat. Right round through. He's as hard.
We usually have paraffin lamps here, but just one of these days that were sold out and a storm coming supposedly on Monday. We do head collars over here for a pony or a horse. Cats use ammunition belts. Key cutting, which is a big department with us. All your key accessories. Locks, a lot more locks again. A lot of pet products, pet treats, pocket watches.
What's the most unusual thing you've been asked for?
Myxomatosis was the last day. Someone actually came in and looked for myxomatosis for rabbits. And I've never heard, and he said, oh yeah, I heard that you can actually buy it.
There's a resurgence in it at the minute.
Oh, is it?
Myxomatosis.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I know
I thought it was a disease.
It is a disease.
He was winding you up, was he?
No, he was fully serious. And I said, could you not buy a gun? Would you not think it might be a better buy? But anyway.
And you sell guns as well?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're fully licensed firearms.
All right.
Firearms dealer. So we can either store your gun, you can leave it here for relicensing if it ever lapsed. We can destroy it. You know, where you don't want to license again, they have to come to firearms dealer to actually get it destroyed.
Number 636.
Yeah, you're going for the ducks, are you?
Yeah.
You want Eli or Remington?
Eli isn't sound.
Yeah. I think we have Eli. So you can come in here and again and say you can buy a pound of lawn seed and buy a half pound of lawn seed, where in a lot of shops you might have to go and buy a kilo box.
Okay.
We actually had someone here the other day for an ounce of lawn seed, which was only just a little grain in your hand. What should we give to them?
And are people chatty when they come into you?
They are.
Are they?
They are,
Right.
yeah.
And do you like that bit of the job? I'd say you do.
I do, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not great at talking, but I'm not that bad either.
Right. Do you get contrary people coming in?
Oh God, you do.
Who was the worst you ever had?
A fella came in with a knife one day, and Tom Flynn and I were standing behind the counter. And how it was, Pascal, he has a fruit and veg store, and he walked in, he made a phone call, and the guards were down like that and put his hands behind his back and took it off him.
And what did you say to him?
I couldn't say anything, I was frozen.
Let's
You
see.
know,
Yeah.
you know,
Let's hear.
when
God.
that happens, and it's not something you could run away from,
Right.
because it happened to me before when I was on holidays in Paris with a girl, and she was exposing her money, and a fella came along with a knife, and I ran away. And she said to me, "What you run for?" I said, "You not see the knife?" You know.
Did you run away and leave her?
I did, because what could I do when she saw me running? She ran after me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you saved her.
I saved her.
Oh yeah,
Hello. Do you have rooting powder?
we have.
Yes, I'll have some of that, and there was something else I needed. Something. I'm travelling from Manchester. I came over from Manchester.
All right.
And I'm visiting my mum in Ballindollahill. I always come here because when I was growing up as a child, this is where I always came for different things. You always gave us, didn't you, at Christmas? If we were a regular shopper, you gave us probably a bottle of sherry or a Christmas cake.
That's right.
Do you do like a little pot I can put some little cuttings in or not?
Just a tiny pot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, just like what we call a shandy pot.
That's
When
right,
you
a
say-
little shandy. Just to put the...
Just one pot you want.
How many have you got?
More than you need.
I don't think so. I've got 12 cuttings to put in.
Yeah, 1 second.
Have a look. I've got 12. So how's Robert going? How is he? Is he-
Tom Flynn,
Tom,
my
is he
brother,
still-
yeah.
is he
He's
still-
fine. He
is he
doesn't
still
appear
going?
here till about 12 midday, but sure, he's up 4 o'clock in the morning doing things.
Oh my God, they're brilliant. Go for it. Yeah. Thank you. That's it. That's just what I want. I want to repot some stuff I brought from across. Some sedum. Thank you.
No, 650 on it.
Is that all?
That's all.
Have a look through it personally. God, I get confused with the colour. There you go.
Did you get married yourself at all?
No,
At all?
no one gets married in our family.
Somebody at some stage must have.
Well, my mother and father, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have 2 brothers. One got married. I have another sister. She's single. And then I have nieces and nephews, and they're all single, but they all have family. So it's, as one nephew said, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
And I'm sure you're not baking cakes with that now. That's going for an animal, is it?
Yes.
For a bullock.
Yes.
Why do they treat them?
Is it a 6 stomach? Is it, or is it?
Red water.
Oh. And that's is it? Red water is a sort of parasite. Isn't it a parasite? Isn't it?
It's a tick beat and it goes through the system and attacks the bloodstream.
And is that to carry medicine into them, or to do they just
When they're treated, what litres make it wet? They get bound They can't go to the toilet.
really? So you just give them that?
Yeah.
And do you syringe it into them, or how do you give them?
Oral, down the throat.
But it's sweet, like, so it's not. It's not. It doesn't taste better. It's refined sugar.
Yeah, but all it is makes them loosen their bowels. That's all it is.
Does it work for humans?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah,
Does
that
it?
problem. Yeah.
Do you like working out what they're buying the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, interesting. I suppose they don't ask you them things in a normal shop, but just should we learn it here ourselves as well?
Yeah.
Apart from that, our old, well, not saying old wives' tales, but a lot of these, how to cure this, or how such thing cures this, and such thing cures that. Like I even had women coming in here getting paraffin oil to put in their hair for lice and head lice, and someone else come in for sulphur for treating an animal, and someone else has come in for bluestone for treating an animal for this, or a foot rot in an animal,
And bluestone for bringing down the soot out of the chimney.
What is it? Bluestone is copper sulfate, is it?
Yeah.
And what
Put it in on a good hot fire.
Yeah.
And make sure it doesn't fall through down into the grate. And it'll loosen out the soot in the chimney. I get you a bit. Kenneth, how do these go?
5 for 10.
And do you come in here much?
This is actually my first time in. I just happened to see it on the website, and it was a competition. I'd say sponsored. You just sponsored few different competitions, and I just said I was tipped down there and see what it's like. So.
Where are you from?
Ballygar,
Oh,
far side of Roscommon, Galway side, up there. So normally go to Athlone.
they used to play music in Ballygar one time. Tierney's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
No, McInerney's actually.
Bernie McInerney.
Bernie McInerney,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
The only man that would ever ask you, have you enough money when you be playing? That's right, yeah.
Yeah, fierce nice man too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That pub was knocked and rebuilt since.
20, Kenneth, in it.
Yeah.
What, how much?
40. But you was thinking at 5 there.
40.
45.
45, so,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I heard it.
We should go down the back of the credit union to get in. Isn't
That's
that
right,
round
yeah,
the
they're
back?
still there.
Sorry, do you know Kevin Nolan in Ballygar?
Kevin Nolan, I do know
you?
Kevin, I do indeed, yeah. He'd be a farmer.
Yeah.
Yes, Davy Nolan would have been his
He
brother.
married Josie Sweeney, a girl I worked with.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. No, Kevin is still tipping along. He's a good old fettle, so he is, yeah. Good old fettle.
I cannot be asking for someone else's husband to get me. Don't tell him I was asking for him.
Now come down and meet this man here. This is a very important man. He's Luke Flanagan, but who's he?
I am Luke Flanagan. I'm nobody else's father or son.
No.
Genuinely Luke Flanagan. Right?
I know.
No, I am me. I was me a long fucking
I know,
time before anybody else.
Do you know any politician he's in the European Parliament now at the moment with by that name?
Juncker.
Luke.
He's Martin Juncker, is he?
No, he's not. No. Don't you know Ming?
I don't know.
Well, that's
the man is right. He shouldn't be defined by his son.
Right.
But he produced him. No.
How do you know? His wife could be any fucking way. How do you know? I don't even look like him. Wait, have you got the pins for doing the laptop? Don't you have a pin?
Or a touch pin?
Yeah.
No. If you go down to Luke's garden, you might have it.
He hasn't actually.
Oh, and it's only a simple request.
When you pull up to my tell you.
I might see it during the week.
Fuck you.
Are you broke down at the moment?
Huh?
Are you broke down at the moment?
You broke down with BBC.
Okay. Alright. We'll put it as priority and I'll do it for you next week.
That's the only man
That's the only man that's making money.
You like a good training from Lou, what's your man from Tipperary? Luke.
Well,
Leo Matt. I couldn't go
he was
wrong.
some athlete actually.
Huh?
He was some athlete actually.
Oh Jesus. I thought it was Tipperary.
What?
I thought it was Tipperary.
He was some athlete.
That explains it all.
He's still alive actually.
What did you come in looking for, the guy asking? What's
I was
broken?
looking for a pin for the laptop and the iPad
Yeah.
and the telephone. The old touch screen was.
Yeah.
You can buy a pin from them.
A pen for
Yeah, it's heavier than your finger. When your finger is shaking and you're 81 years of age. Huh?
And do you come in here a lot?
Oh, I don't know.
And what is it about it that brings you in?
There's everything in it. Bearing the pin for the was there.
The one thing that you're looking for.
That's not in the was. No.
That's gas.
I got to use everything. Yeah. Everything.
It's amazing you could buy lawn seat and something for your iPad in the same shop, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
You're not a local man, no?
No, Dublin.
I was born in Dublin.
Were you?
And my mother happened to be there, I suppose.
Very good.
Useful. God bless. Nice.
There's another one of our staff here.
How are you?
Oh, good, I'm Ronan. Nice to see you.
I am John. Nice to meet you too. How are you? Good.
So you don't have to pay for the coffee, is that it?
Sometimes. It depends on his mood.
It depends who's watching.
Depends who's buying.
He doesn't like me because I do pull his ears.
This fella here doesn't let you pull his ears?
Yeah, it's a habit I have with my own dog and he loves it.
Oh, I see.
And I did it to him and he didn't like it at all.
I was asking him about the people that come in, the kind of people that come in.
All walks of life. People that were probably grew up in the town and moved to England, America, Australia, come back every couple of years or things to visit family or more often and things, but they'll always come in and say, is the man in the white coat still here? That's Tom, because he wears the old-fashioned white coat and the whole lot. Is he still here? And I'll ring him and say, Tom, chap here to see you or a woman here to see you. And, oh, holy God. And maybe thinking back to you were so and so, and I remember you and your parents were this and that, and they had a shop down here or a farm out there and that sort of thing. There's a lot of that goes on.
Take it back. Do you eat honey?
Is any of it your own?
We haven't it up yet. We have our own bees.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But you won't get it until next year, will you not?
No, we'll have it in a month's time. I'm only in the process of taking it off.
Oh, I see. All right.
Oh.
Do you sell indicators here?
We don't, no.
Okay.
No.
This is just for yourself?
No, I had to wire them up inside, you see.
Oh, I see. And where did you learn that?
Since I was at school, I could do those jobs.
Could you?
No, no bother, anything with electrics or pipes or all that.
What kind of, like plumbing?
Yeah.
And would you not have done that as a job?
No.
Why?
We had little choice in those times. You get stuck with a job like this and you have to stay with it.
That's right.
More or less, in spite of yourself.
Yeah, but you're happy to do this one.
They don't mind,
That's great.
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
My fella's 14.
Oh, I see.
That means 98 in our years.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's a fair age.
Yeah.
Part of this is part of the word cry.
That's why they throw me out of Limerick. How much do you want? Angela, I'm going post office. Do you want anything?
Will you?
You could be quiet here 1 minute, the next minute could be 10 people around you. And it could be a case of I want something out of the fridge, I want 2 keys cut, I need some chicken feed, so that means cutting the keys, running down the whole into the backyard with a bag, getting the chicken feed, and then when you get down there you think, oh, I forgot my knife. I have to come all the way back up again to get a knife to go down and open it. And then you bring it up to them and say, there's a stone of chicken feed you want. And then they'll go, stone, make it 2. So you got to get the bag in and run down the yard. You're kind of like, biting your lips sort of thing.
You're skiving off, are you?
No, I'm not. I was babysitting.
Where's my stick?
Because he'd come in and raise his leg.
He what?
Not John, the dog.
Here. Or is it that one?
God.
My father had a brother going to America in 1912, and to catch the boat in Cork, he had to go from Balladreen to Charlestown by animal and trap. And between the two towns, the rim came off the wheel of the trap, and he missed the train, and he missed the Titanic. What didn't make any much appearance here now? Yeah. You around your house, yeah?
I only did Daddy's yesterday across the road because I came here for Angela.
We'll charge you the same.
Listen, and I said to Angela, Michael, I have to get a fiver. Tell him come across the road in his skinny jeans himself, she said. Will you do it for me and I'll call back?
Right, good girl.
All right,
yeah.
thanks.
He's getting ammunition.
All right, Tom.
Who's Michael Kenny?
He's the judo across the road.
You're competing against him, are you?
We're on the same waveband. They're just seeds for the birds.
For wild birds?
Yeah.
You were saying about the recession, that these went down during the recession.
No, the sowing of seed. The sowing of seeds in the garden.
Oh, I see.
The first place that was cut, noticeably was cut, was the garden seeds. Potatoes, cabbage seed, every seed.
Oh, right.
Which we didn't think it wasn't great judgment.
Man here is he wasn't a millionaire, but he went over and he played the lotto in the shop across the road here, and he won, was it 300,000?
Something
pound.
like that, anyway, pound.
And of course, everyone was hanging out of him. And well, look, he wasn't a fool either, but he got rid of most of his money anyway.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to come here and he'd actually buy a pipe. He wouldn't go home to, if he came downtown without his pipe, he'd buy one. So if he came down and a pipe would be 50 euro a time, and then he'd get a taxi to bring him home, and he was only a mile up the road here.
Ah, the poor man.
Yeah.
And it's all gone now, is it?
But then he was going into the church one day, and the man at the door said to him, he threw in a bit of change, and the man that was at the door said, That's all you can throw in. Have you no paper? Oh, I said, that's all I have. And he said, oh, where's the money you won? He said, but he said, I only have 200,000 left. You can walk in here any day of the year and buy a fishing rod. You can walk into Lidl, it'll only be there for 2 weeks. The traditional shopper is sort of gone. We'd have a lot of people in recent years that would come in here on, it could be a Tuesday, Thursday or Saturday, and they would sit there for hours buying their few bits. I'll have that, and I'll have this, and they'll have a little list. And when they finish, then you put them all in the box and they go home, and they mightn't see anyone till next week again.
Oh, so it's social.
Yeah, just actually sit there and meet everyone coming in or whatever. But they had nothing else to do for the day. There were people that was living on their own, and that generation is sort of over now. I don't think we'll go any worse than we are at the moment. As I say, haven't we?
No.
We've held our own now, and I say it's gone as bad as it's going to go.
Okay. You think you'll be alright?
Well,
I think so, unless one of us goes to
heaven
or hell, whichever.
I was